Okay, it's once again time for my project pan update. As you can see, the size of the collection that I'm going through, I guess, is a good bit smaller now. A lot of the larger bottles are gone, but I still have quite a few products. So let's get into it with the empties first. Okay, the first thing that I have empty is the Shiseido Benefits Day Emulsion, and there's a teeny bit in there, just won't come out, but that is done. I do have a full size of this that I got at TJ Maxx that I will get to eventually, but I'm kind of tired of it right now, and it didn't work as well as I would have liked. Then I have the number 7 Beautiful Skin Cleansing Water. I got this at Target. It is completely done, and I really did not like this. It had a fragrance to it which I didn't enjoy, and I also did not feel that it got my makeup off. You know, I felt like, even though it says it's a cleansing water and it seems like something that you should be able to use to get all your makeup off, it didn't really work that way. I definitely had to go over it with another cleanser, and you're not actually supposed to use this on your eyes. It actually says on the back not to put it on your eyes. So if you did use it on your eyes, it burns. So I would never get this again. Then I have the Shampoo Plus Natural Waterless Shampoo. There's a tiny bit still in there, but it will not come up the pump, so I am not going to try to force it out. I did not like this. I didn't enjoy the smell, but more than that, I didn't feel that it actually worked. It did not make my hair look any cleaner than it did before. It might have felt slightly cleaner, but it did not look cleaner, and that's the whole point of this, so I would not get this again. Then I have the MAC Lip Gloss in Ethereal, and yeah, there's still some stuff at the bottom, but it's getting hard to get out, even if I turn it over, and I don't like it enough to really try to force the rest of it out. I've had this since 2011, I think. It came from the Lightfully Bright collection at the beginning of 2011. So I've had it since then, so I'm just glad to get it gone. Then I finished the Naked Skin shade 3.5. This is way too dark for me. I ended up mixing it in with my foundation. And that brings me to this. I do have number 4 and number 8 still left. 8 is obviously not going to work for me. Number 4 I considered trying to work with, but I have way too much stuff to go through to try to work with something that's that off my skin tone. So I'm just going to say goodbye to this and call it done. And I also have the Tarte BB Tinted Treatment in Light. This is actually way too dark for me. I mixed it with my foundation that actually matches, so my foundation was always just like slightly too dark. But more than that, this looks orange. I used this a couple times by itself just to finish it out when I wasn't really going anywhere, just to get it through it, and I mean, my face looked Oompa Loompa orange, like so orange. I did like the texture and how it felt, but I did not like the color, so I might get a sample of the Fair, which I think is lighter than this, but I would not like run out to purchase this unless that matches very, very well. Okay, and I did some debating, but in the end I decided to get rid of these two products. I wasn't quite sure that I wanted to do this like that because they're still full, but especially the 10 I feel like I really need to get rid of. So the 10 box powder from Benefit is still full. It's got a dip in it, but it's still full. The problem is I've had this for a long time. And while it did not initially break me out when I started using it in this project pan, it broke me out along like my cheeks, like where you would contour. And I'd never broken out there before, so I did not have that as an issue prior. So I sterilized it with alcohol, just sprayed the crap out of it, and it seemed to work okay, but I found that I would stop using this to try to clear up the breakouts that I had, and when I'd start using it again, I break out again. And these are not just little breakouts, they're ones that last for a long, long time. So I don't want to do that to my face anymore, so I'm getting rid of this. I am also getting rid of this Avon Clear Skin Blackhead Eliminating Deep Treatment Mask. I was more torn on this one. My first impression of this when I first used it was that it was a good dupe for the Glam Glow mask in the white container. Doesn't work quite as well, but it was also like $5. So it was a good budget option if you wanted that same sort of thing. However, I feel like you can't have sensitive skin at all. This burns my face. Like, it makes my face red and it does not go away. It's not one that makes it red for a little while and then it fades. It will actually stay red for a while. So I don't want to continue to do that to my face again. So I am just going to get rid of this. However, I would say that if you do not have sensitive skin, this is a good option if you don't want to shell out for the Glam Glow. Okay, now on to the rest of it. As far as foundations went, I only used the Makeup Forever HD and mixed in the other products. And I am right there, right where it says foundation. I do want to try to finish at least one foundation. I've got so many, so I'm probably going to continue to use the Makeup Forever and mix it in with the Pacifica BB cream to make it not so drying. But I'm going to try to finish at least these two, because these two seem to be the ones that are the lowest right now. Then I have the Redken Extreme Anti-Snap. I am right here. I did not somehow manage to use it much this month, apparently. I had a big gap the month before, but this month I didn't use it as much, I guess. Still, it's about right there, so I'm going to do my best to get it done this month. And the Japanese Cherry Blossom, I am right there. It should go quicker now because I'm getting through the largest part of the bottle into the smaller part of the bottle. So hopefully I will be done with that within my time frame, but I should be able to make good progress. Then I have the Cool Flash from Scandinavia. I'm probably right there about the 4 on the barcode right there. So if I'm not done with it this month, I'll definitely be done with it the next month. And I only used this a little bit. I think I was at the top of wine, and now I'm like sort of in the middle of it. Now that it's going to be cooler, I'll probably use this more. I'm going to try to make an effort to use it at least twice a week to try to get through it. But you don't need a whole lot. It actually is just like jelly. Like, the consistency is just like jelly. So if you think about how much you would put on like a piece of toast, that's really all you need to use on your face for this thing. Then I have the Stila In the Moment eyeshadow palette sample, and this is my last sample, and I am right here. I have not gone through as much of it as I thought I would. I've pretty much only used Desire and Spontaneous very, very messily, but I'm about halfway through Wonder and Captivate, and then Purple doesn't show up quite as well, so I'll probably go through that fairly quickly up there. I have been using the Tarte for True Blood Cheek Stain, but it doesn't really look like it's going down because you don't use a lot. I'm not quite sure how much is in there, but I don't want to push it up and see because I'm afraid I won't be able to get it back down. Then I have the Clean Slate Primer, which I am keeping in this. And it's kind of hard to tell, but it's just right up along this bottom edge here. I probably have maybe 4 uses left out of this. And the only concealer that I've used out of my under eye concealers is this Fake Up from Benefit. And I'm right there. It feels like it's getting close, but then again it feels like it's not because it's taken forever. However, it is getting a good bit smaller, so hopefully at least one of these will be done. And here I am on the e.l.f. Cover Everything concealer. I hit pan pretty quickly on this, but the rest of it is not going all that quickly, so I am actually not sure if I will finish this by the end of the year, even though I thought I would at first. So we'll see there. And here I am on the Firene finishing powder. I shook it out, it's all messed up now, but I did mark it right there. It's been actually pretty hot here, so I used a lot of powder this month. I'm not sure if I will be using as much the next month, so it may not be done, but I should definitely finish this before the end of the year. Okay, and I didn't really use any of these more than once. I used the Keep It Casual once and the Tread Gently Tender Tone once. I did not use any of the others. I mean, I was mostly focused on getting rid of the ethereal lip gloss, so that's what I wore pretty much the whole time. I did wear Sonoran Rain a few times after I finished the other lip gloss. I would like to finish at least one of the lip glosses. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I want to try to make some progress. I also have still only been using the Stay Don't Stray and the Tarte for True Blood eye primers. I really thought they would be done by now, seeing they're so small, but they're not. So I'm not even sure if I'll get to those. And I'm working on my 2 mascaras, the CK1 and the Elizabeth Arden. I use the Elizabeth Arden if I'm not doing a full face of makeup and just need a little bit of mascara. It's very, very wet, so I cannot use it on my bottom lashes. So if I'm just putting it on the top, I'll use this. Otherwise, I use the CK1. And I have been working on this, but it's actually not been going down all that quickly. I've only had to sharpen it once. And the Benefit Eye Bright is right here. I am having a hard time sharpening it now. The wood is just not sharpening it. I don't know if I'll be able to sharpen it after this point goes down, even though it looks like there's a good bit of product, because that wood just was not sharpening last time I tried to sharpen it. I barely got this point. But we'll see. I'm not going to dig it out. I have other products that I need to use. So we'll see if I can still sharpen it. If I can't, it'll be done. Then I have the Benefit Oola Lift. This just requires so little product, it feels like I'm not making any progress. But I do use it all the time. And I'm still using the Kat Von D tattoo liner. This seems to be never ending. Like, I had this for over 2 years now, and it's still going. Though I did have some issues with it not being black on my second eye this week, so it may be nearing the end, but I'm not sure. It's done that before and it came back, so we'll see. So I have yet to get to the Uniliner, and I have yet to use the black gel eyeliner, though it is getting to be fall and winter, so I probably will use this more. I use the gel liner to line my waterline and then set it with black shadow. So now that it's getting cooler, I'll probably do that more. And my goal for this probably is just going to get like through the center to the bottom of the glass. I doubt I will be able to finish that. I have the Tarte gel liner in brown, and this is where I am. And I use this on my brows, and I'll continue to use this till it is done. I'm probably not going to finish it this time, but if I can at least clear out that one side, that would be good. And then I have MAC's Impeccably Rich. And this is what this is. Even though it doesn't look like a whole lot, I'm not sure how easy that will be to finish. It does not take a lot of this. It's kind of a moussey sort of texture. So it does not require a whole lot. So I'm not sure if I'll even get through this. And it's getting warmer, so I'll probably move on to some of the other colors that I have not touched, really. Like the Up the Ante, which is kind of a coppery color, bronzy coppery color, and this Make Up Forever that's kind of a purpley color. Okay, and that is everything for this update of Project Pan. Hopefully I will have some empties next time, but I'm getting down to the longer lasting products and products that I have not touched yet, so we will see. I'm going to try to get as much stuff done as I can, because pretty much anything done is an accomplishment. Yay. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.